London, originally from Thailand. I lived in America for a couple of years, and this was spent in London. So he came 2 days ago, and will go back tomorrow morning. So it's a short visit, but a sweet one. So as usual, tonight we are all here to learn the meditation and practice the meditation. A few days ago, there was one lady came and she shared her experience of her meditation. She was telling that in the morning, if she does the meditation for half an hour and goes to work, and while she is working at the reception, she normally able to sort it out more productively. And often she realized that she could do it before the actual the job happens. And she said that she feels like more energized, and she feels that she completed the task much easier. Whereas in the morning, if she doesn't do the practice for half an hour, at work her mind becomes very chaotic. And she tries to complete all the tasks as soon as possible, and before the actual the job starts, she always found that always something to be done. And in the meantime, she felt that very heaviness in her brain and feel very frustrated. So she was asking what was the reason for that. And I referred that there was one research done in Aberdeen University. One student, business administrator, he was studying masters in business administration. So he came up and practiced for some time, and he did the research, and he wrote how the mindfulness can help to enhance the business administration or business world. And his conclusion suggested that when you are mindful and doing things mindfully, you're enjoying each moment. And because you're enjoying each moment, as a result, the tasks that you are doing with the mindfulness, not with the pressure that I have to finish it as soon as possible. So each moment, this person who is mindful was mindfully doing things, and as a result of that, tasks completed earlier than expected, and their mental state are more positive than negative, and they feel more energized than laziness. And the whole day becomes very positive for those who have been practicing meditation. And which is again very common that we can see in our day-to-day life. Sometimes we want to achieve things. Sometimes we have expectations. And with that expectation and achievement, we strive a lot. We do so hard and want to have it. But when we are doing things, we are not doing mindfully. Our mind is not while we are doing things. And with that, we are not enjoying the task that we are doing, we are thinking of the results. And with that, it makes us more tired. It makes us more not able to finish it on time. The same thing happens in our practice of a meditation too. The moment when we have expectations, then it's like we are failing from the beginning. But having said that, doesn't mean that we should not have the aims of the practice. We should have an aim, and we should practice. And this aim, again, the basic aims that we can have, like certain period of a time that we are going to do. Let's say 15-20 minutes, fixing that. And within that fixed mind of this, the time limit, what we are training that, okay, this is the time that I am going to do. So psychologically, we are fixing. And that is the aim. Suppose 20 minutes, then 20 minutes. And during this time, whatever arises, whatever happens, then it is a moment of a practice. And that's the first aim. And then the second aim is that we have to have the object of concentration, what we are doing. So we've got to be mindful that the object that I am paying attention to is this one. And here again, when we are adapting one object, we got to be very mindful that it is just the means, not the ends of the practice. It's not the end of the practice. And this is again just the beginning of the practice, not the end of the practice. By practicing that or adapting one object and paying attention to that one object is basically training this wild mind. Training this wild mind. And this mind, we have let it be, let it enjoy so many years. From the day one that we are able to crave for something, continue, we've been craving this and craving that, wanting this and wanting that, and continue wanting that, and suddenly now we realize that I need to practice meditation. I want to keep it down, and that will be very impossible. It's like an engine. Even when you are running, you cannot stop straight away. You have to slow down first, and then slowly stop it. Only then it's possible to stop. And the same with like if you're driving a car, when you are stopping straight away, what happens? And everything just jolts, and with that it causes the troubles too. So our mind is like that too. And normally I use a simile of the clothes that we wear, especially ladies. You never wear the same clothes for 2 days, right? Inara, am I right? Right? So for me it's okay. Just make sure that I'm not sticky. So especially ladies, they do not wear the same clothes for twice. Now think about it. When you wash that cloth, how long does it take? Normally an hour. An hour, and let it dry again another hour. So at least 2 hours you need to make yourself feel that this is clean. 2 hours. You wear it only 1 day. Now think about your mind. How many years you've been polluting it? How many years that you have been collecting so many dusts and rubbish and negative and unfairness, disappointments, and developing the resistance, hate, and then desires that I want to be this, I want to be that, and so on. Now we have piled it up so much in our consciousness, in our mind. It's like you're writing in the same paper, an A4 paper, for 30 years. Now Inara, how many years now? 16. So 16 years you're writing every day. Every second you're writing for 16 years. Can you read what you have written there? It's impossible. So what we have to do, we have to peel one after another, one after another, one after another, until we can see the pure A4 white paper. So mind is like that. We have been collecting so much for over the years, and suddenly we want to see this white paper. It's impossible, right? So our mind is like that too. So it needs to train, and it needs to clean it one after another, one after another. And to do that, it takes time. There is no instant result of 1 hour meditation and you are blissed. Impossible, right? Even the Buddha, that's why I say that there are the practice of a meditation. Some will have quick results, and some will have hard results, not quick results. Some working hard, no results. Some working hard and also results also quickly. Some are working easily but no result. Some are working easily and results are also coming easily too, like that. Whereas us, we do not know how many paramitas that we have. So as a result, we need to continue training this one after another, every day. And everyday regular practice, eventually we see it's like we are erasing some of the things that we have written slowly, taking it out, taking it out. Every day that we practice is like just cleaning our mind, and then gradually it comes to the stage that our mind is in a state. We may not be completely clean or we pured, but at least we can see that, okay, I can keep this mind in a certain state. I can keep my mind in a certain stages, and which is also known as the absorption or the jhanas, and this is possible too. But here, we have to remember that the jhanas that the practice in ancient time before the Buddha and then after the Buddha are different. Before during the time of the Buddha, when the Buddha practiced before his enlightenment, it was suppressing all the kamas, controlling all the kamas, suppressing. Whereas when the Buddha enlightened and then he taught this this way of a practice is not suppressing but uprooting. Uprooting, so releasing it, or another word is burning it out. Burn, let it burn, not suppressing or not neglecting. So that's why when in a Buddhism, when we attain the jhanas, that state of a jhanas, not suppressing everything, but staying there, but awareness is there, aware of the other things, and with that, we'll be able to be in the jhana as well as we can leave from there too. And because of that, the Buddha said, a person who has a jhana has a wisdom. A person who wants to have a wisdom has to have a jhana. So it's both interrelated in that way. Whereas before that, it was just the jhana is a jhana. That's it. And then after practicing a jhana, getting the higher knowledge, of Shalabhinya, right? So the only the knowledge like that. So they were expecting that knowledge, whereas the Buddha was like beyond that. It's not ending here, but developing from there to the further all the eradication or abandoning all the attainments that is embedded in our hearts and consciousness. And these able to now leave it or erase it one after another with the practice of everyday practicing. So that is our aim. But we are not like, okay, I got to be there. We are walking slowly. Okay. Walking slowly, but continue working on that. And eventually we will arrive to that stage where we can attain this blissful state of the state. So I offer this as a reflection, and now let's practice meditation.